All right, Rumblers, this is Blue Max with Diablo Gaming, and Blizzard has just released a short preview video of the new unit coming in Season 2, the Chimaera. It's available Sunday, December 2nd. Let's go ahead and roll the video, and let's get some comments and speculation going. All right, I'm going to pause it right there. In fact, let's go back just a brief moment, and you're going to see 5 gold. So this is a 5 gold unit. That's going to put it along the lines of Ogre, Huntress, Warsong Grunts, a few leaders such as General Drax. So this is a high cost and probably therefore high utility mini. Um, Chances are you're going to kind of build a team around this because at that high a cost, you're not going to be able to have a bunch of gold 4 units and keep your cost low. You're going to need to play some cycles in here. My rule of thumb and rule of thumb with a lot of Diablo gaming, excuse me, is between 3 and 3.4 seconds 3 and 3.4 gold for your deck. So this is going to be kind of like your champion unit. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, 2 heads, and it looks like they don't fire simultaneously. But they do fire pretty close to each other. One of them poison, one of them electricity, lightning. Okay, so we saw there. So far, everything we're seeing the Chimera go up against is um, easy targets. Raptors can't fire back. Uh, Murloc Tidehunters, um, they might have had the talent that increases their range to 9, but regardless, they're very squishy. They're high rate of fire, decent damage, but they don't tank for anything. Okay, keep going. Okay, so we've got some confirmation right there that at least the lightning head can hit air. We'll look and see if there's any indication in the video that the poison head can also target air, but we know at least one of them can. All right, so we're getting a look at our first talent, and that is Leviathan. Gain 10% additional health per deploy. So we've had a little bit of chat within the Diablo Gaming Guild so far, and the speculation, and it seems reasonable to me, is that um, this is going to stack up to 3 times because that's how the Hogger has a similar talent to this Ham Hawk, and it also stacks 3 times. So that seems reasonable. So gain 10% additional health per deploy. Let's go. All right. Oh, okay. So that's level 22. Let's kind of roll it back because the Mountaineer got a shot off. In fact, got 2 shots off, and it did what? Maybe a fifth, maybe a fifth of damage, and that's at level 22. So that's very interesting. And of course, that is a very under-leveled Mountaineer, level 19. So Chimaera has 3 levels up on it. So it's very possible Mountaineer would have come close to taking down the Chimaera. But outside of that Mountaineer, everything here is ground targets, and so Chimaera is um, is naturally going to bombard the snot out of it. And with poison, poison is elemental, which means it's going to bypass the armor on those footmen and it's going to melt them very fast. All right, Frost Shock. Lightning Ball applies frost on the hit, so that's probably going to be a very strong talent in my opinion, because it adds CC or crowd control. Slows things down, reduces rate of fire. That could be really beneficial for the Chimera. All right, again, Spiderlings. Spiderlings are vulnerable. They're ground units that are also vulnerable to elemental damage. So again, you're going to expect them to just melt. Corrosive Breath, Poison Split, inflicts twice as much. Yeah, twice as much poison. So that's going to be similar to the Harpy's talent. Um, the poison spit, so that just means the head that is spitting poison is doing twice as much poison damage. So again, that's going to be good utility, especially on PvE maps that have lots of footmen, molten giant, basically any unit that is armored. It's going to bypass that armor. Let's keep going. All right, and yep, that's to be expected. That's exactly what we just talked about. Earth Elemental is an armored unit, which means that Chimaera is going to, similar to Drake, just melt the Earth Elemental. Now this right here could be interesting because I would view Huntress as being a really good counter to the Chimaera. But again, I want you to notice the fact that the Chimaera is on top of a bridge. And that means, if I understand everything correctly, the Huntress is not even going to be able to fire on the Chimaera. All right, we don't see the health, but we do clearly see, yeah. So we saw in that brief moment right there that the Huntress, rather than attacking Chimaera, as soon as the tower changes, the Huntress turns. Did you see that? It turns. Yeah. So other than the Murlocs getting one spear off and vultures flying at it, we didn't see the Chimera actually face anyone that can tackle it. So that isn't to say that this is a bad unit. In fact, I suspect it will be pretty overpowered in certain situations. Now it is 5 gold. It's not going to have. It's probably going to be outranged by Huntress, um, Dark Spear Troll, maybe even Pyromancer. Maybe it's even vulnerable. I can't imagine you would also give a unit like this either armor or resist because it's already going to be so powerful. Um, so I suspect maybe Safe Pilot could take it down. So you're going to have some lower cost counters to Chimera. So my initial speculation is this is not going to be a super strong PvP unit, but I think it could be very strong in PvE when properly supported by units that can protect the Chimera from its natural predators. Which again would be any tanky high health ranged unit, probably the ogre mage, huntress, dark spear troll. So you may want to play an assassin type unit with the chimera, such as worgen or prowler. Worgen, to be clear, worgen with the double ambush damage, or prowler with the ambush and stun. um, Very, very good units for stopping and assassinating units such as the mage and the huntress. So again, my prediction is Chimera is going to be stronger in PvE, but I am not the strongest PvP player out there by any stretch, so I could very well be mistaken. So uh, please, like, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the commentary, please like it. Please consider subscribing. Also, my good friend within the Diablo Gaming Guild, the Arclight Battery, he is going to also be putting out a video as soon as possible. Do go over to that channel and check out his video. He's going to have some great insights, probably very different from mine. We approach the game from different perspectives, and he's a super strong player, so he's going to have lots of good insights. So thank you so much.